Hello guys, today we will develop a full mon stack form where the home has this, where we can modify it, where we can you know update it. Here's the password, we can change the password. Here's a name, email, here's a name, here's a login form where we can check out if the user is already signed up or not, and here we can add the user. And when we go to the home, all the user will be displayed here. We can delete it too, and we can add from here. So this is what we are going to create. So hope you'll enjoy the video. Watch till the end. Let's get started. First of all, let's create a Node.js project. Okay, done. Let's install some packages. Express, Mongoose, nodemon.env, and express async handler. Okay, everything done. Go to the package.json and type dev. You can type anything. And here nodemon index, we have not created index.js, but we are going to create it. Index.js. And here let's import the express. And let's app. Let's listen to it. Let's create a .env file first of all, and let's give the port of 4000. Okay, now let's give the port. To give the port, we just have to write a process.env.port, and let's give a callback function that will just say connected at process.env.port, and let's run it. npm run dev. This dev is because we just define the dev, right? Nodemon.js. Yes, connected at port 4000. So next step is let's create a database. I've already shown you how to connect to the database. You can just watch that video. I'll just link that video just for 3 minutes. dv config.js, and let's just click connect cluster, connect your application, and just click this thing, copy that, and inside .env let's give URI, paste it. Instead of this thing, you have to type your password. Mine is just pass. So let's import the mongoose and let's create a function, sync function, connect. Let's try first of all and get. I'll print some error, and inside try we'll try to connect mongoose.connect. We'll try to connect the URL that we have got, and if it's connected then we'll show them the message connected. Okay, this is all. Let's export this module. Connect. So let's import that thing. Connected at, yes, it's giving us connected, so everything went right. If we change something here, instead of pass, then you'll see, okay, it's just showing us connected. Yes, see this thing, it's the same. Okay, that's async function, so we have to try await keyword below that. It's a big error. Let's fix that. Okay, everything running fine. We have created a database. Now let's create a model inside database. Just type model.js, and inside model const, let's import again the mongoose. We need mongoose. We're going to create a schema. Say schema mongoose dot schema, and let's create some name. Type will be string and required will be true. That's all. Let's copy this couple of times. Name, email, and password, comma and comma. It's done, and let's export this thing. Mongoose dot model. Now the model will be small, I think. Yes, so model name will be like, okay, let's create the for news and pass the schema, whatever the name you have given here. Okay, we have created the schema and model. Now you need to create a route. Let's create a new folder, routes. So to create a route we need a mongoose. To create a route we need express. And now let's just say const router. We are using router instead of express, app, and express dot router. We use this because it is shorthand to create the Crud operation. Router, okay, router dot route, and whenever this is blank, now after this we have to create something, but before that let's create something called controller, because we are going to put that controller here, right? Like that will be the functionality of this. Like if you want get, then get function is written in that controller. If you want to post something, then that posting or the post functionality from connecting to the database and storing it, it is done in the controller thing. We can do that thing here, but it will make the code bigger, and we want to minimize the length of the code in one place. So let's create a controller folder, and just say controller. Let's create we don't need anything, but we need to create a const, like for getting, get news, and let's say request and response. One more thing, it will be async. And here, before doing anything, okay, let's put that thing, import that thing first of all, express handler. I'll just give that name from express async handler and wrap everything around that. Here is here. Okay, now you can give it, you can just try like, okay, const get news. So let's import the model, the model. Here's the model, name, email, password. This is thing news, right? So let's import that news. You can just type here, it will get, okay, it's not giving us that thing. So model is here, news. Why it's not importing? Okay, we have to import ourselves. So to import that const, let's say news equals to require, and it will go inside the db and inside model. Okay, so news, first of all it's async, so await keyword news dot find. Now just finding everything there is, we don't need to pass anything here. So if news, if not news, if there's no news, then we'll just print something console. Okay, not printing, but we'll send something to them. Response dot status of 500 dot json say error, no news found. And if news is found, then we'll just send response dot status of 200 and json. We'll just pass that news where it is there. So for get news we have done. Let's export it. Exports get news. Okay, so inside of the route, now here dot get news, it will do auto import. You can do that by yourself also, but I'm just doing auto import. There is nothing, so I have to post something before that. I'll just create the post thing also. So to do that, let's just say const post news and express handler, and first thing is async request and response const news again await news dot insert many and what we're gonna insert is name, that will be from request dot body dot name, and email request dot body dot email, and last password request dot body dot password. This is the only thing that we need, and after that let's check if everything is provided or not. So news, not news, then I'll just print them, send some error message, status of 500 and send json. You don't have to, nothing, post it, else we're just going to send some response dot status of 200 and send the JSON of news. Let's export this thing also, post news. And now dot post and post message. Okay, now post news. Here it is. Okay, done. And we have done the route, but we have not exported it. So export it. Let's set router, right? Everything is inside the router. This is the const router. Everything is inside router. And here, first of all, app.use will use the JSON. And now app.use, what we'll use is router. Router, yes. Okay, now router, this router, be aware of that. Okay, everything is connected. And now let's try to send something. Okay, so I have got this extension name Thunderbolt. Their activities. So new request. It's HTTP local host and for 4000. Let's post something. Post. So inside of the body here, say name say is a and email say whatever @gmail.com and say password 10101. Okay, let's try to send it. Okay, so we have sent it 200. Okay, status code, and this is the ID. Right now let's say get. I have a lot of them here. This is a lot of them were inserted before the dummy data. We can delete that, but yes, we have imported, we have successfully posted this easy whatever @gmail.com. Okay, so let's create other thing too. For this is quite many of them, we don't need them. Okay, just we need this thing. Okay, so go to the route and controller. Okay, controller, and let's update. For update news async. Same thing. This is like repetition. You can even copy the upper code and do your stuff. You just need to change something a little bit here. Find by ID and update. This is the function that we are going to use, and here the very first parameter is the ID request.params.id, and the second params is the body field, right? This is the thing, this thing that whatever the user want to update thing. And the third thing is new. If it's not there, then it should insert as the new item. So this is it. Okay, now let's check. If there's no news, then we'll just send the error. We can copy this error. Say no ID matched. Else we're just sending them the response status code of 200. get the JSON of so now let's export this thing, update news, and inside route. Now we are passing them some ID, so this will not work. So instead we have to do is router dot route say dot ID. This is how we pass the ID, and for update the keyword is put, and let's just say update news. So let's do the delete thing also. So the thing is similar to update, so let's just copy this thing and paste it here. Set up a delete news sync request handler, and here I just have to find by ID and delete. We just have to pass the ID, nothing else is required. And no ID matched. If it matched, then we just passing the news. Okay, let's export that too. And here delete for delete news. So let's do one more thing. Let's get only one news, like show us one news. To do that, let's go up and just copy this thing. Let's just find by ID, and here we're just gonna pass them the ID. All right, now, and if not ID, then it's not. If there's, then we'll show everything there. All right, this is it. Let's export this thing also. Get one news. So let's put it here because we are passing the ID. So get and get one news. Okay, everything is done. Now let's check the thing. Okay, so get slash, let's check this ID. Just check this ID, and we send it. Error, no news found. Okay, the news is not found here. They're sent to cannot set handler after they are sent to the client. Okay, we did something wrong here. Not the body. Okay, params, because we passed the ID is in the params, right? So let's send again, and we found this thing. Okay, let's try other. Okay, if we want to find this easy thing, then just copy it and send it. Only easy thing will be shown. And let's delete this thing, and if you want to delete it, just pass the ID, and yeah, this is deleted. Now we won't be seeing the easy thing. Okay, so get send, the easy thing has been deleted. We have already done the post. Let's put, and let's update something. Okay, to update thing, let's copy this thing, this hey whatever this thing is, and put it here, and just send this thing. Okay, send. Okay, this has been updated now, and if we see it, then get, and everything will reappear here again. Here it is. We have completed our backend thing, so now let's get started with our front end. I'll be using Byte, the React framework, for this project. You can also follow me if you use the same. You can also create React app. You can all the things are the same. So let's get started. So first of all, let's create a directory, front end, npm create for React, JavaScript, and let's install some module. We'll install reactjs, and we will also install React router DOM. Till then, we can go to the backend folder and start the server. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's first of all, we'll be using Bootstrap, so let's import that Bootstrap. Here, the Bootstrap is there. Just go there and copy this for CSS. Just type up title, and this script just have a closing body tag and save it. Everything is done now. Now go to the source folder and delete the app.css and delete the index.css. Man, you don't need a strict mode. Delete it. Here, import from React router DOM. We give a certain syntax later on. Also, you don't need this. You don't need any of this thing. You don't even need this. I'll click run. Make sure it's running. So run dev. Okay, hello, it's printing. Okay, let's import the navbar from here. See where the navbar is. Navbar is here. So I'll be using this navbar. Okay. So go to the source, create a new folder name component navbar.csx, certain syntax, and just paste it. Let's replace something called class to class name, everything, and a tag to link and rep to 2, and hash to slash. I think that's all. Yes, that's all. Now let's import this link React router DOM, and we're good to go. In Navbar, we are not imported that in app.jsx. Let's create some home component. We are not doing anything here. So instead of this thing, let's wrap this thing around BrowserRouter routes and route path element is home. Okay, let's import the navbar just below the browser router. Okay, it's running. Let's do something that's here. Navbar, okay. Home. This will be our login. This will be sign up. The last one we don't need. To go to the sign up, it will go to the login and go to the app.jsx, and here let's create two more components as login and sign up. Need anything here, we will fill that later. Here it will be login, and here it will be sign up. Okay, so if I go here, we have not implemented yet. Yes, now everything is running, right? So let's import the form overview. Okay, this one will do it. Maybe let's see other. No, this will do it. Go to sign up, and input tag must be closed. Okay. Again, need to replace something called, first of all, class. Do class name, everything, and other stuff will be pretty much same. Okay, for will be replacing to HTML4. Okay, other stuff will be pretty much same. Yes. Okay. Go to the form. Okay, sign up form has been created. We will be adding one more field because there was name field for also. So just copy this thing one more time. Okay. No. From here to here. Copy it one more time. We don't need this thing. Okay, why is this thing happening? Div. Okay, here till here. Now it's working. Just get this thing out. It's just text for name. Okay, three field has been created. Perfect. Now let's do some stuff now. First of all, now let's create a state that will store all the information here. So we'll just say data and set data. Yeah, so let's create one more thing. That's initial. That will be an object that will store name, email, and password, and we'll pass this initial to the data. So again, let's destruct it. To destruct, just say const name, email, and password from the data. We are destructing data. This is email, right? Because data has name, email, password. So we have passed that initial to the data. So now here in the info field, value will just pass name, and name will be name. Okay, in email, value will be email, and name will be email, and at last password it will be name will be password, and value will be password. And this thing checkbox, we don't need it, so we'll just get this thing out. So done. And let's create one more thing, that is on change. It's very important. We pass the e, and say handle change. Let's create a function, handle change. We'll receiving e, and let's destruct one more time, and we will destruct name and value, but this time from e.target. e.target. So we'll put everything in this set data. Set data will have like all the data plus the incoming values, right? So what it's doing is saying whatever the data is there, store that, plus the name and value that will be coming from here. Say the name is name and that value, the name is email, here the email and email's value, everything, whatever there someone has placed it, that will be stored in the set data, and that will just push the data into the data. So that's all. And just copy this thing a couple of times. In email also we need same thing, password also we need. So one last thing is for button, and click e handle click. So in the handle click, let's create that function too. First of all, let's prevent the devil behavior of that submit button. And now what we want to do is, okay, let's put this async, because we will be fetching axios. From axios we'll be posting something, so let it be the async. Let's import the axios too. Why did I keep this thing? Axios. Okay, we have imported the axios. Now just say const post to async await axios.post, and where we are posting, HTTP localhost 4000. Yes, and what we are sending, the data. We're sending the data. So it's running. Yes, it's running. Or did I close it? Okay, we are passing the data, and let's say if not post, then we'll just print console.log error, else console.log success. All right, so we've done it. Now let's try to post the data. And sign up, go and type some name and email and some password, al, submit. Go to the inspect element, console, success. The thing is success. And if we want to check it, then we need to go to the database, MongoDB, and just go to the database and browse collection, and in the news, because we have created the news, and where is that thing? It's saying success, but it's not giving us that thing. Okay, here it is, name. You see that to field has come here, so it's success. So first thing is post, we have done that. Now go to the login. For logging, you can copy everything here from form to form, copy it, and this thing also. It will be a little bit different, but most of the things are same. First thing is, in login we don't need name. Right. We need to import the XJS first of all. And here we don't need name. Okay, let's just say this name also from out of here. Success. And in login, we're not trying to post, we are trying to post, but we are checking if that thing is there or not. So post / login, we are passing the data. And in the controllers, you have to go to the controller and create one more function, that is post one, similar thing, where we will take the email and password and we'll find if that email and password is there or not. If it's not there, not found, and if it's there, then the JSON will print that message. That's all you need to do. Similar thing, I have already given you overview of how it works. Backend thing is already done. You can check that video. So this is all you need to see. Email and password, initial data / login data. Okay, so we have already login. Now if we go here, okay, no, I think we did something wrong here. Okay, we have not imported useState. Okay, now it's coming properly. Now just try anything, right? So we'll try anything. I'll try this thing. Random stuff you can try. You can see the bad request. But if we try this thing, this two thing, let's try those. So go to the console again, go to here, we have said the success message will be printed. So if we just submit it, then success message has been printed, because this is the same ID password that we are sending. So we have done both of the thing. Login thing also is completed, and sign up thing is also completed. So one last thing that I want to do is, whenever we press the sign up, we press the submit, then I want that thing to go to the login. So to do that, you can use a very useful thing. That's from import. Let's import that thing. Use navigate. Use navigate. So to use that navigation, we can just say anything, const go there, and we just use the use navigate, and at the last of this, right, handle click. If it's success, then it will go to the go there. That's here, right? So go to the sign up and type anything in email lala@gmail.com and pass lol, submit, and we have gone to the home page. Okay, actually I want to go to the login page, so go to the sign up again, create another account, submit, and go to the email, and here you import the email and thing will be successful. And you can check here also the new data has been updated successfully. Here you can see name has been completed. So two more thing I want to show you. It's updating something and deleting. So let's do that too. So go to the home. Here we will get everything from that, the database name and the email. We'll show that, and we'll perform the delete and update operation. So to do that, let's first of all import the reactjs. And say let's use effect like function, which is starting at the start of the page. So const create the function, async function, get data, and await, get, and p 4000. And after we get that, let's store it in some place. Say bal, and say bal equals to user state, and we will say this thing is here. Let's leave it blank here, right? Okay, no, let's leave an array. And after we get that thing, let's set value const. This is the data, so data, set value data. So now what we can do is get data, just call that get data, and here already set the value. Let's map it and say email, h1 email dot email. It's loading or not? Oh my god. Okay, I think this is not the function, so let's say dot data dot map. What this thing? Cannot read properties of undefined map. I've said that. Set val. Let's not set val, but instead let's set console.log and data. And let's not do this yet. Check what data we are receiving first of all. There are 8 data, so you can see this is the data, right? So to do that data, do this thing, then we are getting the array. Right now we are getting the array. So instead of this, it's the data. Now we might get what we're trying to get. Whenever this getter data is passed, let's page it. You know, actually we are getting everything that we need, but instead of this, we can just read on it. Okay, we are getting everything, all right. Okay, we are getting all the email. Now let's create some button here. Delete. Now we can handle this delete here. Just clicking on click. Handle delete. So handle delete. Let's create the function, sync function. Handle delete. Const del. Wait. Axios dot delete, and I just pass the URL frozen and the ID. Pass the ID. You need to pass the ID. That ID will be email./ID. Network, yes. Now, if not del, then error occur. Error and deleting. Else, we can do without else too, but I'm just using else. This is deleted. Okay, for update, let's link it to different component. That will go to, say, /update, and it will pass the ID, email/ID, and it will be button that. Let's see. Yes, everything is coming right there. If you delete it, it can be deleted, but I don't want to delete because there is only one item. So go to the main app.jsx, copy it, update/ID, directly go to the update. Okay, we have not created that component yet. So go to create that component. Okay, update, perfect. That is going, and the ID is also passed there. So now again, go to the sign up and copy everything from this form. Copy it and just paste here, and you need to get other thing too, from here to here to here. Okay, copy everything there because it's similar, because we are sending the data. instead of post we put, and one more thing, we are getting id, so const id, use params. Okay, so here let's do this thing, id. Okay, so this is it, and we'll click, instead of submit, let's say update, and rest of the thing will remain same. Put data, success, login, it will go to the home page. So I think yes, this is all we need to do. Now let's go there, update, the form is not shown. Okay, we'll see why it's not shown. It'll change and click. Okay, we have not imported use state yet. Now update, still not showing, something is wrong there. Right? So it is saying that use navigate is not defined. Use navigate. Okay, now it's showing us perfectly. Now if we go there, ZAA, let's update to AA, and whatever the name you want to put, password, whatever, update. Something is wrong again. Access is not defined again. You have to, while copying code, you must do one thing, that is do it perfectly. Again, update. Yeah, now it's updated perfectly. And if you want to delete it, just press delete. Okay, it's not being delete. Yeah, we didn't do just to delete. Let's see why. And I'll delete function const await access.delete, and we're passing the id. Right. Not delete, then error in deleting. We pass it, right, and delete email id. So I think it should work. Okay, we are not receiving that id. Now if we do it, okay, that's gone. So that's all. We have done all the operation. Say we have created the form, we have login, and we have shown here we can update it. And if you want to show this thing here, then all we need to do is just get it. So yeah, if you want to put that value in here in that update thing so that they can modify it, then you can also do that. All you need to do is get that value and put it here. You can do it. Async function handle get e, and in home we have get that data, so just copy this thing. You would have done this thing, right? We have gotten that data, but this time we are passing the id. And remember, we also did getting only one data, so it will work here. And we need to also use the use effect, and it will run at the start of the program and get data. Now set val and val is done. What we can do is set that val in the we can use it val. Now to use that, all you need to do is, instead of the value name, what you can put it is this thing, val.name name, and this thing will be empty, right? Val.name, and here val that email, and here val that password. If you put it, then update, see the thing is shown here, and you can modify it as per your need. Okay, and handle change, but it is not letting us to do anything. In handle change, all you can do is here, go there and set val to that thing, val and whatever that is coming. So in this case, name dot value. If it now do it, yeah, you can change it. Now you can change this thing, right? All you need to do is add this little line of code, and everything is working perfectly. Update. Yes. One final thing that we are doing is putting some CSS here. All I did was add width of 450 to the form, border of 2 pixels solid black, padding of 30 pixel, and margin auto, so it will go to the center, border radius of 10 pixel, background of this, and text align of left. And body has the color of a black. Every text has a black color. And I have also given styling to the button, which I have given display as inline, border as none, background of this, and color, padding, basic thing. And the link will have no decoration. And this data, this is for the home, this thing, the where we could modify our data. So this thing, I've given this a little bit of a styling too. All I did was classify data here, and with a 500 pixel, and I put it in the middle of the screen, padding of 50 pixel inside, align item center, text align center, and background of this color, and border radius of little bit curvy.